Gemini, hi, welcome to your July 2025 reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Gemini. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you're interested in a Gemini, please try to remember that these are for the collective, so they are general readings. So don't force messages or situations to fit. If they don't resonate, that's okay. Check your other placements and other Gemini readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you there. Leave the rest for someone else who may need those specific messages, okay? Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa. So please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situation, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you, and it helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. So all of that being said, Gemini, let's get right into this for you and see what the month of July has in store for you, okay? The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever, the unhinged, the unknown. Let's just kind of see what we can see here, okay? All right, let's get into this. For Gemini, please, Spirit, July 2025. Okay, energy. So you got some fire spirit coming in here. Acceptance, purity, wisdom. That wisdom going to come in pure, and enlightenment. So it's all about your higher self here, accepting things, being energetically charged here, and coming from a very pure point of view, a very pure place here, gaining that wisdom, getting that enlightenment. Well, that sounds pretty good. Energetically, you're feeling things, you're accepting what is, and for some of you it might show up as like radical acceptance, like going a little above and beyond kind of thing. All right, let's keep moving. Let's see what your connection has in store for you for the month of July. For Gemini and their person, what is going on here? Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of you might be going through like a single phase here, and really calling in to the universe, the people, your tribe, the people that you need, calling in that forever soulmate, the one that's going to help lock it down here. All right, let's get some love oracle for you. And this can represent your recent past, your in the here and now, your current, and the near future. For your specific situation, put it where it needs to go, okay? Some of this could have already happened, could be happening right now, or you haven't experienced it yet. Here we go. For that's a lot. Okay. We're going to put all these back because they all kind of came all out at the same time. Just going to put them back in. All right, for Gemini, please, clear messages. Well, legal matters sure wanted to come out. Let it be known here. Okay, legal matters, justice, divorce, balance, and judgment here. Ex-lover, memories, the past, old flame. Liquid courage, bravery, confidence, intoxicated, odd behavior. This ex-lover may be reaching out to you when they're in that courageous state of mind, if you know what I mean. Ghosted, disappear, silence, ignored, and rejected. But always remember, rejection, change your perspective of it. It's not always a full-on rejection. It's divine intervention stepping in to protect, okay? Magnetic attraction, alluring, lust, irresistible, and flirting. Definitely somebody that you're kind of feeling on a very common level here. This magnetic attraction here is normally a mutual feeling here. All right, let's get some love messages from you. They could be from someone who is connected to you or you to them. All right, what else does Gemini need to know right now, please? These are things that you wish you had said, been said to you, they want to say to you, you know. Okay. Protected, you are safe and divinely guided. What did I say here with the ghosted, that rejection here? Wait, the timing is not quite right. Put away the computer. Working less will help strengthen your relationship. Decisions, it is time to decide about this relationship. So like I said, some of you, it almost feels like there is someone that you are quite attracted to, and it's kind of like a playful thing, which is fine. But there's also an ex-lover here that is kind of waiting in the wings here for you to make a decision. Gemini, you need to make a decision here. Bottom of the deck, it is strictly sexual, fate, and an apology. Okay, so you have a connection that was passionate, but not enduring here. It's not going to withstand what it is. So there is a decision that needs to be made here. Let's see, what else do we have going on here, Gemini? Some of you just might be missing this magnetic attraction, this strictly sexual thing. Someone definitely break up, ex-lover, ex-husband, ex-wife, ex coming in. Someone ghosted you because you were dealing with what it was you were dealing with, but it's someone that you are very attracted to, and they are very attracted to you as well. But I think you kind of want to get back to some of that good, that passion. Because just because they know your heart, Gemini, or your body, doesn't mean that they know your heart, okay? So let's not confuse passion or lust for love, okay? Let's not make that mistake. All right, here we go. For Gemini, for July 2025, please. Well, there's the X right there. I'll explain it to you once everything comes out here. Two more, Spirit, for Gemini. Okay, overall energy for this reading is the Six of Wands here, Leo energy. Okay. Then you have the King of Swords. For me as a reader, it's Aquarian energy, but it can be the other air signs, so Gemini and Libra. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is Aries and Taurus. You have the Tower, which is fire energy, and the planet Mars. Then you have the Two of Wands, which is Aries, the Star, Aquarius energy, and the Eight of Swords, Gemini. So let's just say with the you need to make a decision, you're kind of keeping yourself locked into a position here. We'll get to that, okay? Overall, you are putting yourself back out on the market. Really got that self-confidence about you, being comfortable with being seen, wanting to be seen, and not giving no cares about what anyone thinks or says about you, because you got that acceptance here within yourself and not needing it from anybody else here. But with that Aquarius energy coming in, that King of Swords, there is a head over heart kind of thing. Really being locked into your headspace, really being logical, kind of cold and detached. And like I said, this does represent a divorced person, legal matters, divorced, split up, broke up, etc. So there's a cold, detached energy around you of some sort of detachment here, but being very logical about it, being very dramatic about it, being cold, okay? Mental clarity overload here, overthinking everything. So when whatever this is came into play for you, things were quite difficult, okay? And now you're having a hard time not being so logical and locked in your head about it. Kind of manipulative as well. Now, again, it can be interchanged. This could be somebody that is, connected to you. I'm just reading the energies here, telling you what it is that I see here. There is a lot of hard work moving forward from whatever this was. You take responsibility for your part, clearly. But whatever this was, it took a long time to wrap this up. We're talking 6 months to a year. And if you haven't gone through this yet, the process is starting. That legal process of separation and everything. And it's that sudden change, that upheaval that makes you feel like your stability is just crumbling. But it has given you insight and there has been some clarity here. But whatever this is, it has to fall down. This is not a good tower moment. This is a bad tower moment. And it's going to help you make this decision with this Two of Wands here. So there is a decision that needs to be made, planning in progress of which way that you want to go, what path you want to go down. Some of you are really trying to show me that you are hopeful that you're able to pull things back together on the one side and have victory and success there. And on the other side, I'm being shown that you take a whole different path here. Because it's kind of hard. Like I said, there's a big difference in between heart over body, okay? So somebody who is making you feel with your body doesn't really know your heart and soul. Some of you are hopeful that this past connection can make it back together again. This ex can pull it through back in because they know your heart. They know your heart. You are hopeful on either aspect that you choose. And the ones that have had this all fall through, are still holding on to this no matter what it is, because you got an apology. But an apology doesn't mean anything. But there is healing and there is a calmness to you, and there is that level of faith that is just really helping you rejuvenate and gain the enlightenment that you need and gain the wisdom that you need here. But the problem is just that you're still keeping yourself tied down and locked to a connection that is restricting you here. And it keeps you in negative thoughts and just in the victim mentality instead of just moving yourself forward here. All right. All right, clarify the Tower for me, please. What is this Tower moment, this shock, this upheaval? The Seven of Swords, the lies, the deceit, okay? The being sneaky. Okay, now this very well could be you that has kind of been sneaky too. Anything else on that? You were surprised that this person would lie to you and be sneaky the way that it was. And they lied about being happy. There was lies about happiness here, about the purity of the connection, about what it was. Some of you genuinely do feel a happiness with the toxicity of what it is because it's comfortable. All right. Two of Wands, please. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, there is a wish fulfilled here, okay? But it didn't come in the way that you expected it to. Okay, so yes, there was a wish fulfilled here. It just didn't come in the way you expected. There was something that maybe when you were manifesting didn't stay completely positive. So anything that you put out, understand, is what you're going to get back. So if you're manifesting, it's important for you to maintain positivity and happy feelings and all of that, because it's not just going to happen overnight. You manifest and then boom, tomorrow it's there. Nah, it's going to take divine timing, and she does take her time to bring you exactly what it is that you want, desire, need, etc. But there was a wish fulfilled here. It just didn't come the way you expected it to. And again, and I have to come back to this because it goes back to the strictly sexual. When in reality you were asking for somebody to know your heart and to love you fully, it came out more in a lustful kind of a manner, okay? Okay. The Four of Wands here. For a minute, you were happy with this. You were happy with the path that you picked. You were happy with what it was. Could have been someone that you've known for a very, very long time here. A friend, maybe. Tell me about the Star, please. Oh. The Nine of Swords. And the King of Swords again. So there's anxiety. This is what I'm saying. Some of you were quite hopeful to bring that energy back in. Whoever it is that you're separated from, you're hoping to bring that person back in. There's a lot of overthinking the situation. There is a lot of, again, cold manipulation here, a lot of detachment here. But it is a couple that is broken apart here. And you're keeping yourself locked to this. And I think it's subconsciously. I don't think you would be doing this on purpose. You're keeping yourself imprisoned, self-restricted to what this was. Clarify the Eight of Swords, please. The Emperor in reverse. Yeah, you've lost control of the situation. Okay? What you thought was is not. There is no stability here. There is no grounding here. There is no structure here. And you still want to take a risk. The full Aquarius energy again. Wanting to take this risk blindly, even knowing that you may turn into the literal fool for this person again. But what you don't understand is if you guys are already divorced, okay, it's done. It's dead in the water here. So if it is to that point to where you've already hit the legal process of it, baby, it's done. You might as well try and get your fills over here with the strictly sexual aspect of it. All right. What else for Gemini, please? It's all kind of, it's a facade here, Gemini, like talking, okay? Interested, awaiting messages, arrive, text, call, email, okay? So you're still, like I said, you're waiting for this outreach here. Keys on a ring, okay? Many options, decisions, string along, one night stand. Well, whoever had that strictly sexual thing had it more than one night here, okay? Palm tree, stability, security, growth, okay, and flexibility. So there are some things that, you're trying to be a little flexible with, but I think you have free will. You can do whatever you want to do. I can sit here and tell you that revisiting that past, and by the looks of it, even the strictly sexual one, the magnetic attraction, baby doll, I don't think it's going to bear any fruit here. You just want to not feel so self-entrapped anymore. All right, let's close this off with the wisdom of the Oracle for Gemini, July 2025, please. Never-ending story. Round and round. For some of you, it kind of feels like, huh? Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. I'll put a little close. Well, you're not going to be able to see it because my lighting is shot, but... Okay, sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now, you have an opportunity for important healing. but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connections, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all of those narratives. None of them were ever true, anyways. All right, it looks like you have some stories that you need to close off and shut down here. All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you for the month of July. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like always, I will see you in the next.